Our third speech this evening is going to be from Paul Smallwood, and his speech is entitled A True Story. So can I again please ask you to give Paul Smallwood a big round of applause.
Picture this, a dark winter's night, Christmas 2010. The wife and I are on the settee in full recline mode. I crack open the second bottle of red wine of the evening. Well, it is Christmas. We sit there drinking our wine and we're watching a documentary on a group of people walking the Inca Trail. Walking for 4 days through the Andean Mountains, through rainforests, up to heights of 14,000 feet, 26 miles, finally arriving at the lost city of Machu Picchu. It was absolutely awesome. After the programme, full of red wine bravado, we said that'd be great to do that. Wouldn't that be an adventure? Yes, it would. Well, we do a bit of walking. Out comes the laptop. We scour the internet for what's the best time to walk it, looking for the best deals, looking which is the best tour operator to walk the Inca Trail. Half an hour later, finger poised over the button, gone. We're booked. We're booked on the Inca Trail to walk it in October 2011. We raise our glasses to the adventure that should have come before us. Finish our wine, off we go to bed. In the morning, somewhat heady, come downstairs, open the kitchen door, there's 2 empty red wine bottles. There's the laptop, and it slowly starts to come back now. And words to the effect of, oh flipping heck, we're booked on the Inca Trail walk, 26 miles. 14,000 feet starts come flooding back. Right then, it's a done deal. We need new walking boots. We need to get them now. We've got 10 months to break them in, get them nice and comfortable for the walk in October. Just put that on the back burner. On the following months, we pick out the best walks in Yorkshire, Derbyshire, to get some mileage in our legs and really to break in our walking boots. Fast forward October 2011. The car's packed with all the gear, off we go to the airport. Get checked in, through to the departure lounge. Now on the walk, we're going to be with 12 other people, 14 of us in a group. But we don't know who the other 12 people are. So we're sat in the departure lounge and we're looking around thinking, wonder who else might be up for this challenge, who else is going to do it. And in the corner sat a lonely figure, a rather circular chap, and he was sat there eating his McDonald's and chips. And we looked at each other, don't think so. He had a bright turquoise t-shirt on with a big red and yellow sun emblazoned on the front. We thought, no. Anyway, we boarded the plane and off we went to the first stopping point, which is Lima, the capital of Peru. We were to spend 2 nights there. We arrived at the hotel, got checked in, went down for a meal in the evening, and we bumped into the first couple that was actually on the walk. It was a young dentist and his wife. They looked really fit. Had all the latest North Face gear on, and that thought, well, they look like they're going to be at the front of the crew by the looks of things. Also in the hotel was 4 old retired school teachers, so that gave us a bit of boy. We weren't going to be the oldest in the group either, so we looked like we're coming somewhere midway at this stage. On the second day, we caught the plane then to the starting point of where the walk's going to be, which was Cusco. Now this is at 13,000 feet above sea level. Now something you should know about altitude sickness. One of the effects is severe headaches. The other one is wind, which lasted for the whole of the journey, I might add, much to everybody's amusement on the walk. There we got checked in the hotel. We were going to be there for 4 nights to acclimatise ourselves to the altitude. Came down to the bar in the evening, started to find out who else was on the walking trip. There sat in the corner was the guy with the turquoise t-shirt and the big sun on the front. So, sat by yourself, we thought we'll introduce ourselves. We went over to talk to him. Turns out his name was Ben. He's from Sheffield, 28 years old, and he still lives with his mum. I started to inquire, so "What do you do for a living then, Ben?" He said, "Oh, I don't work. It doesn't agree with me. I just live with me mum." Wow, amazing. So I had to ask him the next question. Have you done much walking then, Ben?" "No, I've never walked in my life." Alarm bells start to ring. This guy's never walked in his life and he's about to embark on the Inca Trail. 26 miles, 14,000 feet. All right. "So what made you want to come on the walk then, Ben?" "Well, I had a dream this night and an Inca god came to see me and he said, I have to walk the Inca Trail and that's why I'm here." Now the alarm bells are really starting to ring. This guy's never walked in his life, about to walk 26 miles, 14,000 feet. We are starting to really feel for this guy. On the day before the walk, we got called to a meeting with the 2 tour guides that were going to take us on the walk. Sit us all in a room, explain all the ins and outs, all the do's and do nots. And he asked if anybody has any dietary requirements. Ben puts his hand up. "I like chips." To which the reply was, "I'm sorry, we don't do chips on this walk, we don't have the facilities." "No," was a disgruntled reply. The following morning, we come downstairs. This is the day we catch the bus to go on the walk. We're all in the foyer of the hotel with all our gear, backpacks, etc. In comes walking Ben. Brand new coat, brand new shirt, brand new trousers, all still with the labels on, I might add. "Ben, you've still got all the labels on all your gear." "Oh, my mum must have forgot to take them all off." We assist Ben removing all the labels, and when we look down, my biggest fear, a pair of brand new, unworn walking boots. Think back to when we got ours, we had 10 months to break them in. This guy has got a brand new pair of walking boots. My friggin' feet started to blister at the very thought of it. But thanks to the excellent tour guides that we had, there was one at the front, one at the back of the party to pick up the stragglers. Ben was always at least 45 minutes at all the arrival points on the walk, and we felt so sorry for this guy. At times we took it in turns to carry his backpack for him. At the end of the walk he said, "I don't really like walking, I don't think I'll be doing any more." That was Ben. Thank you for listening.
Paul, can I have another minute on the clock, please?